I've been doing some videos in the series here on the bags that we took to shot. At least my bags. And next up is this Spec Ops Gear THE pack, the pack. Awesome pack. You're probably sick of seeing these if you've been watching these videos over the years. We've been using them forever. They still look brand new. We use them all the time. But we always bring them to shot. So this one's kind of an extra one. The outside pouches are actually filled with other bags that have been in the series, basically empty bags that we bring up that become full of stuff that we bring up. You always seem to bring more stuff back from SHOT Show than you bring up. So this outside one is sort of, this I guess was the computer inside of it, so it has some of the, some more badge holders. We bring a bunch because we don't want our crew to walk around with weak badge holders. I got a mouse in there, cable. We run the cable from the TV in the hotel. Pretty much always those TVs have an HD or some sort of input. So we bring the cables, that way we can use the TVs in the hotels for our second monitor for the computers. Makes everything a lot easier and simple. Basically free. Those cables aren't very expensive. Another flashlight. Try to keep flashlights everywhere. Never know when a hotel's going to go black or something and you need to get your way out of hotel lobbies or hallways or whatever. Some extra batteries and e-cigarette thing, just kind of standard electronics and gum got thrown in there. This one was empty. So we're digging into the main pocket of this one. And I know this isn't thrilling, but really I'm offering some tips and tricks. Most of the hotels either have those hangers that are attached to the rods that you can't get off, or don't have hangers at all. So we've always found it handy to bring some hangers, hang up your shirts or whatever, especially if you're there for more than just a couple of days. Definitely crucial to bring these things along. You can definitely acquire them in town, but it's easy enough to just drag them, especially when we drive. Now this bag has some extra stuff in it that basically I brought to review. There's been years where people have been sick or for whatever reasons end up staying at the hotel more than they're at the show. And other events, same thing can happen. So have a couple of things to review. Got this solar charger for charging electronic items, and have a couple of new electronic items to work with. So we thought we might bring that in case we did start doing some reviews. We could incorporate that review right along with it. But I guess we'll start with the radio. We ended up getting one of these Baofangs as recommendation from Hoshnasi. On the YouTube. He's always talking about how well these things work. And for $54 we got the radio, which is a ham radio, the remote microphone, which is real handy when we're using it in the vehicle, the adapter to bring it from the radio to the antenna in the vehicle, and the cable to connect the radio to a computer so you can program it easily. All of that was like $54, and we're hearing really good things about those radios. So I had brought the radio since I had bought the radio before Christmas. I haven't even had a time to take it out of the box since then, and I thought if maybe on the road there was some dead time, or like I say, when you have a trip that lasts multiple days, I like to bring something along as an alternative so that I can be productive if for some reason the reason I'm at the location doesn't allow me to be productive. I didn't get to use it, but it didn't cost anything really to put it in this bag and bring it along with. And like I say, if worst case scenario, if I would have been able to work on it, I could have got something, I could have figured out how to use that thing. Another project along the same lines is this GoPro camera. So we just got, or actually I traded this GoPro for a SIG pistol, 9mm SIG, that no one had really been all that interested in. People had been kind of interested here and there, but no one had made a commitment to buy the thing. And although not a giant fan of the GoPro, I've had a bunch of the Tachyon cameras, which are, I think, a better form factor. Obviously GoPro are here to stay. There's a lot of accessories for them, and this was a good deal from a friend of mine who offered to set me up with what he bought for a wedding and then hasn't used it. So I can see some things like the remote button, and there's a thing here to, I guess it's a selfie stick, but I can see this being able to see up into the cockpit of the SR-71 or something like that. This might be an interesting camera to start incorporating into the videos, and I think you can take stills with it too. So I need to learn more about it. There's lots of ways I could do that. I figured bringing it up to SHOT Show, if we got bored or snowed in or something, like the people on the East Coast are having to deal with, maybe some of the SHOT Show people or YouTube people could show me how to use the camera. It didn't really work out, but I wasn't it was just an in-case kind of scenario. There's the program cable and the antenna. I do bring a tripod just in case, and you can get them pretty small. I'm sure you can get them even better than this one. This was like $7 from Hong Kong or something. But bringing a small tripod along can make it easier when you are doing videos on your own. This is the spare, or the external speaker for anything Bluetooth, really. I guess you can plug stuff into it too. This thing doesn't work all that well, but from when we were doing some of the live events and things, this was there as a potential backup so that people could hear maybe better than you could on just a phone. Got an e-cigarette in there, just a USB splitter. I think that's for the GoPro. I brought the original prototype deck of the Kalashnikov cards in case anybody was curious about that. And I mentioned in one of the other videos that we carry around the felt for playing blackjack or craps, and I have a small felt that's maybe the size of like a hand towel, and then this one is larger. It's basically spread out over a bed, and I got this in Vegas years and years ago, and I just always, most of the time I bring it along in case, again, something happens, a car breaks down like we had this time, but something worse. We've had times where we're stranded, and having the felt and a deck of cards and some dice can really pass the time in an inexpensive way, and you still have, well, it's just a way to protect against the potential downtimes. So otherwise, this would have been the camera, the computer bag, computer wrapped up in a towel. I think it got moved to one of the other bags along the way, but this gives you pretty good padding. The way this bag is laid out, it's got some padding on the back, so when you've got stuff in it, it doesn't hurt your back when you're carrying it, but it also provides padding when you're packing. And all the stuff in the front with the stuff in it basically means your laptop's going to be good to go. I prefer these over standard laptop bags just for that reason. It gives you a little easier way to carry it as well. So that's the THE bag filled with some just miscellaneous computer stuff and some tips for potentially entertaining everybody. If you've got a group going on an adventure like this, sometimes you can't expect the unexpected, and preparing a little bit of extra stuff can keep everybody's mind occupied and still make a productive trip that might have cost you quite a bit. Can't imagine somebody flying in from all corners of the country and having to have downtime. It would be pretty expensive. So when we're looking at this as content creators going to an event like this, hopefully that gives you the idea to be prepared for stuff like that. Anyway, let us know in the comments what you think of this one, wherever you happen to see the video. And as always, thanks for watching.
The guys and gals of GunWebsites.com encourage you to take a CCW class every year, practice at least once a month, and carry every day. Thanks for watching GunWebsites.com.